God of War 3 is all about finishing up this climactic story of Kratos versus the gods. It's a story that's taken 3 games to tell, but I don't think you don't have to play those first 2 games, even though they're amazing. And we're bringing this game to next gen. We're bringing it to PS3, so we have a level of gore and brutality with Kratos that just feels amazing. We sort of took what we had from God of War 1 and 2 and we polished that and tried to make it better. So while we have weapons again in the game, we really want those weapons to feel like completely different characters. So the cestus we have in the demo currently, Kratos pulls these cestus out, and now his navigation changes, his attacks change, all of his special moves change, and actually your strategies change too. They have these rings on them, and as the cestus, the rings move forward when you make contact with the enemy. And that ring slams against the head of the cestus and creates a concussion. It'll hit other enemies around you. So now you want to get close and actually make contact with enemies, in comparison to the chains where you're just swinging them wildly and you can hit everybody else around you. The Titan gameplay that we're introducing in God of War 3 is real, live, moving worlds. In the previous God of Wars, we used a lot of trickery to get this stuff to look cinematic and amazing. But now you're literally walking on a moving character, and you'll be about this big on his arm as you're doing all your combat abilities and all your special moves and all your attacks. We take the level of detail from down to Kratos' muscles as he's flexing and the veins are popping out, blood splattering on him, and you pull that camera all the way back out to realize all that's happening on a living, moving character.
Behold the glory of Helios!
Kratos is going to have a new kill with everybody he has in the game, and everybody that he battles is almost like a little bit like a boss battle, where you have your introduction, your fight with him, your dramatic encounter, and then that builds up to a climactic finisher, and that's where we have these cinematic kills in the game. The environment is definitely a bigger factor in the game. You know, we have these, at least in the demo at the moment, we have anywhere you see a wall, now Kratos can use that towards his advantage. He can grab an enemy, he can slam his head against the wall and instantly kill him. There's wall reactions in the game, so you can juggle enemies against the wall. Something we've seen naturally emerge and that we're supporting for the players are these large battles. While next-gen games often put a lot of characters on screen and you're just battling all of them, we've given Kratos some very specific abilities. You can grab an enemy and you can start running with him and basically create a battering ram to plow over all the other enemies. You can take his firebow and catch an enemy on fire, and he runs around wildly, catches other enemies on fire, and now they're all screaming and run around. You can deal with another crowd of enemies. So now you have these, your arsenal has become bigger, but you have specific moves that can work better in large battles. We're gonna have some crazy, tricky things that you'll have to do for the combat. I mean, I'm a hardcore combat guy, so I love actually having a challenge for those kind of trophies and not just do a 3-hit combo. And it comes out March 2010. This team is working really, really hard to make sure this is the most polished, great-looking God of War game that's ever been.